What's up, guys? Chris Marley here from SDS. In today's video, we're asking a question and words that I never thought I would say. Is Stetson Bennett the most clutch quarterback in the playoff era? Now, listen, I know that sounds crazy, but the numbers are actually pretty impressive for what he's been able to do in the last two seasons, in the fourth quarter especially. Few players have been dismissed more than Stetson Bennett has. I mean, outside of like 5'8" finance bros on Hinge or Tinder, no one's had their height scrutinized more. Does he look like Screech? Sure. But can he sling it all over the field? Absolutely. And now, listen, let's start with the game last week in Atlanta against Ohio State, and where he struggled in the second and third quarter combined. He was just 4 of 12, had 0 touchdowns and 1 interception, and you find yourself down 14 points in the fourth quarter. And just like he did a year ago in Indianapolis, Stetson puts the team on his back and wills them to victory. Now, he goes 10 of 12 in the fourth quarter for 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. All 3 of their drives resulted in some score, and Georgia came back and won the game. It's not just the game against Ohio State. His numbers overall in the college football playoff in the fourth quarter, when it matters most, have been ridiculous. He was 100% completion percentage in both of the games last year, including the game-winning drive against Alabama. His yards per attempt goes up to 19.7 and 5 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. And he's killed it in the college football playoff, and you look at that compared to what he did in the regular season even, and the numbers are crazy. He gets better as the games get bigger, and that's what you want out of a quarterback. If you still think that this is like a small sample size or an anomaly and in just 3 games, it's not, because Stetson Bennett has been quietly doing this over the last 2 seasons, and apparently none of us even noticed. He has led the SEC for 2 straight seasons in fourth quarter passer rating for starting quarterbacks. He also had the highest passer rating in the fourth quarter of any starting quarterback in all of Power 5 this year. And when you look at the last 9 years in the SEC, his 186.65 passer rating in the fourth quarter of games is the 4th highest during that time. The only 3 ahead of him, Tua, Mac Jones, and Joe Burrow. Pretty good company. So, is Stetson Bennett the most clutch quarterback or player of the college football era? You can make the argument for sure. Regardless of that, though, y'all better stop calling this man Screech Powers, because that is Tom Brady with a perm.